happened here this morning?
Well, good morning. My name's Adam Brown. I'm Chief of Investigations with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. This morning at about 2:30, JSO received an unverified 911 call from a residence in the 6200 block of Berry Drive West. While en route, the call was upgraded to a call of a person shot. Officers arrived. They observed two individuals in the garage of the home. One of them was armed with a handgun. The officer, who was in full uniform at the time, identified himself, directed the subject to drop the weapon. The subject refused, pointed the weapon at the officer, and fired his weapon at the police officer. The police officer returned fire, striking the suspect one time in the leg. The suspect was taken into custody and he was transported to UF Health with non-life-threatening injuries. The original call that we had received, the unverified 911 call, it turned out it was an argument between brothers, and one brother had shot another brother. The brother who was shot was transported to UF Health as well, also with non-life-threatening injuries. And if you have any specific questions, I'll answer them at this time.
Can you tell us where exactly the other person was shot at?
He was shot in the leg as well.
So each brother was shot, one by a JSO officer and one by the other brother?
Correct. The original call was the argument between brothers. One brother shot another one in the leg. When JSO arrived, they encountered, it was actually a brother, the brother who had shot the first brother and his father were in the garage. That's when we had the incident that escalated into the JSO involved shooting.
What was the officer doing here? Was he responding to the initial shooting, or does he live in the area?
He was responding to the two officers responded. The one officer, whose name is J.P. Welch, and should be noted this is his one and only shooting incident that he's been involved in. There were two officers. J.P. Welch is the officer who fired. The other officer was his backup officer. He did not fire.
Did the suspect fire at Officer Welch?
Yes, he did.
And Officer Welch was not hit?
Correct. The officer's not hurt.
Did the 911 call come from the family members or neighbors in this area?
It's early at this time, but the information that I have is it came from inside the residence.
Do we know what led to this argument and shooting between the brothers?
No, I don't have that information.
And where do you go from here? I mean, in terms of investigating and how long you guys might be on scene?
Well, we'll be here quite a while. Anytime there's an officer-involved shooting, it's a very involved investigation. We're going to have to collect evidence, talk to witnesses. I mean, we'll be here for quite some time. And this is the early stages.
And it is protocol for Officer Welch to now be on administrative leave, right?
That is our standard operating procedure.
Okay. Any further questions? Thank you, Chief.
All right. That